past Utah, when I got somewhere around that area, it had to be California, close to it. There was this white man parked on the side of the road waiting for me to come through because the FBI had him and different markers to make sure I came through and I was okay. And when I went to sleep that night, they were still putting me to sleep. They put me to sleep in Missouri and stole Fifth Third Bank's debit cards. 6611, I think 6606. They stole them all. Put me right on to sleep. And was talking so nice, making you trust him. And he said, just get some rest. You're tired. He was messaging me through YouTube the whole way down. Get some rest. You're tired. I said, okay. Are we here watching you? I said, okay. Getting your ass gassed as soon as you get there, lay down. So we can come in there and get them cards. They took They took the American Express, the Serve card. They took Fifth Third Bank. They took Walmart. So I didn't trust him no more after that. The white man was on the curb with his middle finger up. Fuck you. I said, I don't know how to take that. That must mean my reputation have preceded me, because he already out here on the curb with a fuck you sign. So when I got there, the black man, they sent him at the car wash to deter me. And they sent the white man and all the people out to discourage me. So I would say, no, I'm going back. And then they would turn it into a successful drug run. Because they put 2 people at the gas station. I didn't know nothing about them. The Lord told me to go stand and talk to the state patrol, which was more than likely the FBI. They sent the dudes that looked like the drug dudes, but I don't sell drugs. I just know the dudes had a Florida tag and they didn't belong in that location, and the Lord told me, don't go outside near the car. So I didn't. I stayed in there. The state patrol came. I stayed in there. The Lord said, stay in here and talk to him. Just stay in here. I stayed in the car. Stayed in the store. The police were looking like, he was looking like, she in here talking to us and she selling drugs. He was looking so confused. And the Lord said, don't go outside. So I didn't go out. I stayed in. They left. I went outside. I left. Told the police, all right, have a good day. So I knew something was going on, but I didn't care. I ain't doing nothing wrong. So went on further. And when I got to the laundromat, they sent the boy to discourage me from staying there so that you would run away. And when you run away, it's going to look like you sell drugs. So you're going to run away and run back to Georgia. I didn't do that. So, long story short, they turned it into the area where they would make me homeless. They wanted me to come back. I ain't come back. And I wasn't coming back. They thought, Curtis Ketchup team thought, we're going to let her go up there, get a few drug pictures, get some Mexicans in there, get a few jobs, make her look like a mobile weed person, all of that. And then we're going to get her to come back. California would never let me establish residency. The FBI said no. They would never let me get my truck smogged. They didn't want me to get no tag. I think Kentucky had that plan too. That's why they made it so high. But at the same time, to make it look like you live in different places, part-time, all over the place. Because that's what the FBI got going on. For sure. So, I ain't come back. So they kept sending the police. The FBI was telling the police she up there for something else. She ran up there. She running from us. You know, come back. And they were like, well, come get her then. But they didn't want to come do that because they wasn't ready. So they were saying, ask her why she up there. So they kept saying, why are you up here? And so I packed all my stuff. I didn't have nowhere to stay. I came up here, I moved. They was like, I was like, what's wrong with moving to California? What's wrong with that? People do that every day. Why is that a crime? I never did anything for myself. I always wanted to come here and see what it was like. I moved here. The FBI was telling them she on the run. So once I figured that out, I was like, I really can't trust you. So from there, when they seen I wasn't gonna come back, they started making it hard. When I got the job at Amazon, before I got the job, I went up there with $5,000. The FBI got plans. They planned torture and destruction. So I had $5,000. I had Instacart. I hadn't did it up there yet, but I had Instacart. I had Uber Eats. I should have never went without no money. Amazon hired me as soon as I got there. $17, $18 an hour. So the FBI took Amazon. They was right there at Amazon hiring thing. Them and the IRS. Gave me a date. Came back. And said, oh, we need you to do the application again. To make me have 2 periods. Gave me a training date. Took the training date back. No, I changed my schedule. Because they started threatening me as soon as I got there. They be like, you want to go over there in the field? Like going down, like up there by going to Amazon, Eastvale. You pass just like a bunch of mountains, look like a pit. I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life. and they came across the thing in the car and said, "You want to go over there?" I said, "Oh my God, they is serious up here." So I didn't say nothing. I got my job. Then I was like, "Well, you don't need to be driving at night with them threatening you like that." So I changed my schedule. They took my training date almost a month out. So that meant I had to start paying for my hotel out of my pocket. Then when I started paying for the hotel out of my pocket, they started saying, "Oh, we need the whole week up front." Yeah, I'm sorry. So I started having to pay for something. Then after they did that, I still wasn't going to work. Then after I started work, I started nipping off that, which I was not supposed to be doing. Then after they did that, in the middle of COVID, you think the FBI can? No. In the middle of COVID, when they start tripping, threatening my life and all of that, I did not want to go to work anymore because they was bothering me. So I tried to go on leave. I tried to do everything. Nothing would work. So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get another job, do something different. Was going through problems at Amazon. They threatening me, all kind of stuff going on. I came back to the hotel, tried to be in there. They sent that Henry Else to that door, and that man said, "You need to get on up out of here, and it's time for you to go to work. Don't be in this hotel like that." If you don't get away from here, y'all just think y'all just straight control people. That's what that man said. You need to come on out of here, and it's time for you to go back to work, because they was coming in the hotel. They have plans. They be living in your shit. And when you and running like they really being you. Crazy. So, long story short, I said, tried to go back to work. They was making it hard. I was barely having enough to pay the rent and buy food. So I was only eating from the hotel. And they was scamming me so bad with Uber Eats, I didn't even want to do it. They was straight sending me directly to the funeral home, to the florist, to areas that was not safe to be in. So I didn't want to do it no more. The man that dropped his phone was in the car that made all that noise was that African boy. So that must be whose phone that is. Yep. Because that's when I first heard that phone drop. So that phone probably been in that car since then. But anyway, they all demons. They needed that signal to come back home with me. But we're going to figure out whose it is in a minute. So anyway, she said, I said, I can't do it. So long story short, the FBI put me out of the hotel against Governor Newsom's order. They didn't have nothing about no COVID. None of that. They said, "We sick of you. Your ass is done. Come on outside so we can snatch you up out of that truck." And I was scared. They told Roger, and I should sue them. They told Roger, tell her she got to go from the hotel unless she got a week. They knew I ain't had that. It was like, you got to go. Governor Newsom said nobody was supposed to move Nowhere. I'm telling you, them guys don't care nothing about nobody's orders. They don't follow nobody's laws. None. The president can say, leave Crystal alone. The FBI gonna say, you don't tell us what to do. And them people did exactly what they wanted to do. That man said, ain't nobody have to move and go nowhere, and you ain't have to pay no rent. The FBI was like, we have to make receipts. And she is not finna stay in this hotel and be in the luxury, and we are taking her down. No. Get out of the hotel. And we gonna snatch your ass out the truck. So that's when I went homeless. So that's when I went homeless. And then eventually, once I got out there, they wanted to take a few pictures of me sitting around looking retarded, spooked, not going to sleep, looking like I'm on crack. And then, because when I first got there, that's when they did it, when they took me over the edge. And that was when I first got there. It was that burn up lady, and it was the burn up lady, and the burn up lady, and that night they put me in that turn by turn. They was swarming me like a fish. And they had put the ditch witch on the corner. And I was sitting at Taco Bell. And they was swarming me round and round. And I was like, well, maybe they're keeping me safe. No. They clearly told me, go to sleep and you're dead. That was it. I stayed up. They meant it. I knew they did. And then, so I had no choice. I had to keep talking. I had to keep talking. God just had, the spirit had came on me, and I just kept talking. I kept talking, and I don't know what I said. But I was recording myself, and I just kept talking and kept talking. I didn't eat. I didn't sleep. I didn't drink. I just kept talking. I could not stop talking. And I don't know what I said, but I said something. And it got to somebody white. And they came. And back to everybody else, it changed. Whether it was different. I don't know what was said or what was done or whatever, but the killers backed off. And I ain't had no issue. And I could go to sleep. So I went to park around Walmart near Van Eaton, whatever that is. And then I don't know, kept talking then it made it bad again. Then they start putting all the signs around the truck. And then the FBI came, sent a security guard late one night. And he was like, you got to go. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, you got to go. They said you've been in the parking lot too long. You got to go. And I was like, where am I going to go this time of night? I can't just be driving, you know. Them people don't care. Them people don't care. I'm a girl, and the FBI was doing it. Man, forget them. I just got mad thinking about what they did to me mentally. And he thought, I swear he be thinking that he be doing something. Like, I'm protecting you. He think in his Crooked Street Mind. I'm gonna tell you exactly what he thought. He thought because the Mexicans know where she at or whatever, and I'ma move her. The Mexicans work for you. You put them there and you move them from there. The Mexicans don't know me because I don't know them. We don't have nothing together. There's no real dialogue, but the dialogue you created. So you bring them and you move them. I done seen that. They snap their fingers and there's 100 of them there. Snap his finger again and they're all gone. I have seen that with my own eyes. So he plays with himself. I'm going to move the Mexicans. You put them there. So they're all gone. Now they all gone. And then he says, so I'm going to move you. No, you're moving me because you want me to keep moving around to play this game. And he literally said that. You need to keep moving every night. So it can look like I'm traveling. And everywhere that I stayed the night in the parking lot, he gave me a job. Whether I applied or not. If you stayed in Casey's parking lot, I made you a manager at Casey's. If you stayed in Walmart parking lot, I made you work there overnight. That's what he did. That's why he insisted that I had a Waffle House job at night. Because I stayed in the parking lot. Every time I finished door dashing in Atlanta on Roswell Road, he closed the Roswell Road location. The girl that made the whole thing about I deposited a big old check in my account, he moved her. Got the dialogue, laid the tracks, he moved her. He ran me off from Roswell with his threats. So I wasn't coming there no more. So it looked like you lost your job. Everything he do has a rhyme and a reason to it. He don't do nothing just to do it. This is the most intentional man you've ever seen. Him and the IRS. Everything they do is just alike. That's why they are the dynamic duo. Let's see, that's what they did. The lady didn't report no phone. Let me see. Nope, she didn't. They sent it to an email. So that means that account is not mine. That account is going to an email. So that means the phone that she reported stolen. Let's see how this goes. The lady said she got a ride from a man that had bad underarms. They were strong. She said he was Somalian. That means what ride today that I do that fit that description. Then that's going to be the swap. So I rode with the driver, the man, to swap into him. So then he drops the phone in the back. He pops out the seatbelt, bends down, picks up the phone, or did he? Gets to the location, hops out. So what they did was swap them two out. the response to this conversation is a FR receipt. It's damned if I do and damned if I don't. If I respond, you responding on his phone, going to her. If you don't, the FBI gonna say you stole it. Because see, the FBI only leaves stuff in the car when I clean my rug. If I never get out and check my rug, they never leave stuff in the car. I cleaned my rug yesterday and vacuumed my car. So I got out and I went to that side and cleaned my car out. That means they're going to get out, use your motion of bending down, and you pick up that lady's phone and you steal her identity. They're not going to do anything else with that. Being that this did not come through this phone, and then it didn't go in the app, there is nothing here in the app about this thing. So what I can do is go in, don't respond to the email. The email is a catch and swap. Have to beat the FBI at their own game. All right, don't respond to the email. That's a catch and swap. Generate a new lost report. So go to help. Go to show all. Go to trips and do this one and do found item. And because you don't see, if you go and report it as her, it's gonna be him. See, if you go to an email, you're gonna be talking to him and her. See, she gave $20. We tore that up. So if you respond in this thing, that's him talking back and forth to you. Nah, we ain't gonna do that, bruh. We're gonna generate the thing right here from my side. Don't do any email replies. Cause see, you don't know, one of them in the car today is the driver and one is the rider. And you don't know if you don't have enough information. And I'm really not thinking about it because that food kind of gave me a slight headache. And I think it's that drink. I think when I go to Cane's, they poison the drink. That was a demon at the window anyway. A straight demon. That's why she was that. Yes. No. FBI all day long. No, nothing. She's the enemy. We're right. You're not right. You're poisoning people. Black people. You're not right. All right. So she said, see, this says that this was lost at 4:00. So you didn't have a lot ride at 4:00. She said she rode with a man. And I'm recording my screen too. So See, they shouldn't be putting, see, they put information in here. The FBI gives you enough information so that you could take the person's identity. Because they say when they give me phone numbers, I do reverse lookup. When you call a rider, that should not be. And if I did steal her identity, she should sue the hell out of Uber. Because Uber is supposed to have a relay that all messages pertaining to this are inside of the app. But because the FBI is setting things up, they want you to consistently go back and forth over here to this area. Whoever lives in that area, we don't know. It looks like Smyrna, the artificial gerbil. It looks like, it don't look like any place I've been in California. But it looks like something that they have wanted me consistently in that area for around the same time. Now, they did have an Indian lady over there. They did have the young girl over there that went to the school. So they got some people. They even got a man live over there. But somebody lives there that they need me over there to keep taking pictures for. So to turn around and go back to that area without being on a Uber ride is almost, it's bad. I ain't gonna lie. They got me good on that one. But when I tell you I'm going to post and document it so bad, you won't be able to do shit with it. When I tell you I'm going to call every police, I swear to God I will. I swear to God I will. I'm going to call ADT, everybody in on it. And I swear to you, I will never put my hands on that phone. You better come in this apartment tonight and bring it in here if you want my fingerprints on it. I bet you I won't touch it. I won't even go in the back seat. And I'm going to record the hell out of it. And her and everything else. I'm going to record you so much with this, you won't stand a chance. And it's all going on YouTube and Facebook. You won't get any of it. None of it. I'm going to report myself. And I'm saying the FBI is making me sell dope in Tennessee. I don't want to go in this area. I don't know why they keep driving me over there. You won't get nothing. I swear you won't. I swear you won't. You won't get nothing made out of that. I'm going to stop you from this foolishness. Every time I clean out my car, here you come with them demons. And it's always, why is it always the iPhone though? Because it's a demon. That's all use iPhones is demons. I ain't gonna do it. It's like Colorado. Nope. No way where you can message. They want you to talk. Now, they put a number here that say call the rider. Don't call her. That's the dope dealer. Don't call her. See, they only have you doing and setting up stuff where they need you to go. Don't call her. She works for the FBI. That's why she got up in there talking about the man stank. The man wasn't clean. The man did. They all know that the FBI calls me a man. So as soon as you hit a plot, they're going to say, and I wrote with a man. So what? So what? She was probably a man because she had a beard. She was kind of cute, though, to be an older lady, and she seemed very nice, but she was probably a man. You don't know what they be putting on. These are high clearance government agents that specialize in putting monkeys in jail. Period. That's why they're celebrating when I call Uber. Woo, put monkeys in jail. That's just what they do. I hate to bring it out and put them on blast, but that's what it is. Okay, so yeah, you shouldn't be. It should be where I could message her right here in this app. And I'm not calling nobody, especially with my last number. That means that we're arranging dope over Cash App. So, because that's how the FBI pays for drugs. Right now, this drugs is being wired over Cash App. And every time you see them sheep people, that's going to be a no. They know they ain't finna get in the car with me right now. Them Mexicans barely doing it. Them sheep people, no. You come in that car. Ever since I went to Atlanta and seen that man and the FBI, he had a Ring doorbell. And I brought groceries. I said, the FBI putting me on your RP? Oh, hell no. That's why I got off the phone with that Uber man. That wasn't no Uber. That was your drug dealer. You selling drugs with the Indians. The FBI done lost their mind. Because I said, why do they keep having you? I ain't stupid. Every time you get in around these Indian places, the FBI turn the light red. Don't worry about it. I'm going to tell. Every time you get around them and they put that man on that TV to make it look like a FaceTime call, I said, oh, you definitely going on live. You definitely going on.